in the kitchen garden here. Okay, we'll start with the roses. These roses were planted by my grandmother in 1976. So a lot of these are over 40 years old. The problem that we've had with them, and you'll see some of the residue on the leaves there, that's actually because we've sprayed them and it hasn't actually rained, so you need that to wash in. The problem that we have with these is, the main problem is blight, downy mildew. This is terrible for roses, and it's actually something that you don't get rid of. So it's constantly there. What we've done is we've upgraded our spray program. We have about 8 different chemicals now. A third of that is organic, and we will alternate those products so that the plant isn't getting used to getting resistant to any one product. Last summer we had stalks with flowers. The blight decimated every single leaf. And obviously the problem with that is it's in the leaf, drops in the ground, and it's a vicious circle. This year has been better. The new spray regime that we've been doing is good. You can still see there is a bit on it now, they're kind of coming to the end. What we've been doing with the roses is trying to squeeze as much of the life out of them as we can. The plan is to change everything here. So that will be planting in new resistant varieties, varieties that give you the same perfume, the same flower, but they're resistant to a lot of disease. One of our growers would be Hughes Roses, so they'd be one of the big commercial growers. And what they are trialling at the moment is moving away from pesticides and fungicides and using these kind of products and actually just feeding the plant healthy. So it'll be a bit like ourselves, that if you have a good diet and you exercise and everything, you don't need to take medicine, you don't need to take antibiotics, anything like that. Same with the roses. We wanted to get to the stage where we're not putting anything on them except for a feed, except for a nitrogen feed or something like that. And that will be what it will do. It will build the plant's natural defense system, its natural immune system. And this is something actually that Hughes has been trialing, and they've had really, really good results with. The other thing, this has been a great summer for roses. Hot, hot, hot. No rain. Roses originate from the Middle East. So Cleopatra famously covered her palace with petals, rose petals from Mark Antony. Where did she get them from? Middle East, right beside her. So that's where they originate from. So our problem with Irish summers and English summers is that moisture, and that's why we get so much disease: powdery mildew, rust, black spot. So we are happier, like we're still getting blooms with them. I love and hate roses. They are absolutely gorgeous. Some of the smells here are incredible, but you do have to be tough. You have to be really tough with them. I mean, we do, and I'm sure you guys have learned how to do your rose pruning, and you take your bowl out from the inside and everything. Realistically, when you're on the ground, you can get a hedge cutter out and cut these. You can set your lawnmower up to full height and cut these. Wow. It's tough as old roses. Roses are really, really tough. And I don't know where this kind of conception, it's a money-making idea of you've got to spend ages doing your roses. You do, it's better. But the point is commercially, do you think they go out and do? They don't. They chop them, and then they feed them heavily. So it's, once it's like any plant. Once you can understand your plants, you can understand how to maintain it. So that's why I love and hate roses.